We got married in Rehovot in Israel, which is kind of in between Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Ashkelon, the cities that represent our families. So everybody had a little ways to drive. And we got married in, it was an orange orchard. So you had like orange trees all around. And in the middle of it, they set up, bar and tables and dance area. There was no music or singing back then. I wasn't in that. So I was just a regular groom. But in Jewish weddings, of course, you have the chuppah. You stand under kind of the canopy, and your best men are holding the four sides. And the rabbi's there, and you break the glass and say the prayers. So we did that first, and then there was a reception, and then we moved on to the dancing part, and a lot of, from around 11 p.m., there was just a lot of alcohol and a lot of people really going off the wall dancing. The wedding went to like 3 a.m., turned into a party. But the romantic part of it, the initial part, was the prayers, the making the commitment, that one dance when you dance together. We danced to a song by Rod Stewart. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. That was our dance song for the wedding. Baby, won't you say Milele? Honeymoon. We didn't even do a honeymoon. We were students in university. Our honeymoon came. I'm wrong. We went honeymooning a few months later. We went coast to coast, United States, with my wife's sister and my brother-in-law. So we kind of went on a backing pack, trip through America, coast to coast, low budget, fun times. We had a great time. We went for about a month. Funnily enough, ever since the music started in the last year, I've been spending a lot of time with young musicians. Most of the crowd around me is 20 years younger than me. So I'm giving advice on, to friends who are having young couples problems and things like that. And my answer is always that romantic love is wonderful, and it's funny to hear it from me, all the romance around. But the reality is that soul love is what will keep you together for many, many years. And it's seeing beyond the physical, because you're going to age together, right? I don't look like I did when my wife married me, and so it's accepting everything to do with the other person and learning to smile at their little faults, at their little idiosyncrasies, and noticing those little things that when they say them, they make you smile and happy. It's that which gives a marriage many, many years. It's the friendship, it's the conversations, it's the sharing each other's lives. Being able to come home in the evening and say, how was your day, how was your day? And each one has a whole world of content to share with the other and hear the other's opinion and feedbacks and advice. And marriage is that. It's everything, it's a big thing. Not to mention raising children. And, children learn from what you don't think you're showing them. Actually, you're actually spending just a little bit of your time really educating, and children are learning from what you show them. So what they see in the home, between the father and the mother, or the husband and the wife, or the wife and the husband, is what they're going to take to their homes in the future. And if they see love and good energy and good vibes and a happy family, that's what their family is going to be like. It's that kind of partnership. Sema Milele. Kenyans have adopted it as Milele, which is really cool. Even though I named it Sema Milele, which means say forever. I wrote Sema Milele about 7 months ago for my wife. Actually longer than that, sorry. I wrote Sema Milele close to a year ago. because August 26th is coming up again, which will be my 19th wedding anniversary. I released the song dedicated to my wife on our 18th wedding anniversary last year. Yeah, so that's how long we've been together. And the song, I guess because it was written so authentically and so truthfully, is why it's kind of turned into this wedding song, and Kenyan couples are getting married to Sema Milele, which is awesome. That's a great feeling. What inspired Sema Milele? Love, I guess. You know, and you know, when people get married, I mean, especially talking on a show and being kind of related now with Samantha's Bridal, people are asking, what is marriage about? In the long term, you know, when you talk about love at first sight, look again, because you're going to be looking for the next 20 years or so. It's actually, for me, more about friendship. It's about being friends and having conversations, and you know, my wife and I do that for hours. I love to talk, she loves to talk, so we talk a lot. But having Sema Milele now as kind of this theme song for Samantha's Bridal is, you know, the perfect God's plan, if you will. It's the perfect place for such a song, because Samantha's Bridal is about bringing couples together and, you know, and forever, and creating that awesome platform for couples that every girl has her dream wedding. I don't know if every groom has his dream wedding. He starts dreaming about it about 6 months before, when it's time to go to an expo like the one we're having now, where you're going to see what is the kind of financial side of getting married and all the production side of getting married, which is where the groom kind of steps in. But every little girl has her fairy tale wedding. And, you know, to come to a place where people have experience, you know, and you come to, and so I'm really looking forward to this year's Samantha Bridal Expo at Sarit Center, because you're really going to see all of the different components of what it takes to make a real wedding, a responsible wedding, something that fits your different, you know, pocket, and different creativity. You know, part of my livelihood is singing at weddings and having that song, Sema Milele, that people want at weddings. So performing with the band and getting to sing Sema Milele at Samantha's Bridal this year is going to be pretty amazing, and hopefully will get us to sing at many more weddings, because it's a lot of fun. Sema Milele, tafadhali, Sema Milele, baby usijali, usijali.
My name is Marion Obura. I am the CEO and founder of Majestic Events, and I am one of the lecturers at the Wedding Members Business Academy. If you're a certified planner, if you've been trained and you have a certificate, it proves to the couple that you've actually taken time to understand the nitty-gritties and the technicalities of planning a wedding. So being certified is a plus for you. There are many planners, as I said earlier, who will want to wake up one morning and call themselves a planner. But you decided to take your time and decided to learn about the practicalities of planning a wedding. Who will a couple take? A planner who just woke up one morning and says, I can plan, or one who is actually certified? So ladies and gentlemen, absolutely. I know there are very many other places you can get certification, but if you want to be the best, you train with the best, and you train at the Wedding Members Business Academy.